Nächster Step ist dann bei nächster Möglichkeit an der Werkbank zu gehen. Wir haben halt die ganze...
The council chamber is behind me. Take the lift.
Ich muss halt ganz klar sagen, die Kämpfe liefen jetzt so reibungslos, dass ich halt ehrlich gesagt nach einer Aufwertung geguckt habe. Alles verschlossen. Wo geht's hier hin?
Outsiders, with the halls Nandru built himself. The very image of Nandru indeed.
Wo kommt das Wasser her, bitte?
What am I going to do? Found a spider the size
Again?
Was soll das dann? Ich sammle die Mission, ich sammle jetzt mal wieder Missionen ein und später können wir die dann einfach so abarbeiten auf der Map.
Ah, the infamous Ediran envoy. I'd heard of your resemblance to our illustrious founder, but I'd hardly believe it if I weren't seeing it for myself. The monks tell us that Nandru had a special connection to the land, a sense for where to find things. I wonder if you share it.
Warum habe ich das Gefühl, dass du mich gleich um etwas bitten wirst?
Ah, sharp as the tusks themselves. Our hunters can track beetles, birds, and boars, but do you know what the most elusive quarry in the tusks is?
Eine direkte Antwort. Finde ich geil.
Ah, you adherents. As businesslike as I'd had. It's water, of course. And yet you'd never know it from the way the councillors fuss. It's all tradition, this. Tradition, that.
Ich habe von anderen Parkour-Festen gelesen. Nur wenige haben es so lange überlebt wie Trosttat.
Paradoxical, isn't it? The councillors would tell you this is our calling. Their detractors say it's our prison. Me, I'm just concerned about keeping us all alive. There's an old godless aqueduct system in slumbering fields far to the southwest. I sent a team to start repairs, but I haven't heard from them.
How is it possible to lose them? Godless aqueducts aren't exactly easy to miss.
I doubt they had trouble finding the aqueducts, but something must have detained them.
Bestehende Aquädukte? Es ist ein Wunder, dass eure Leute sie nicht von Anfang an miteinander verbunden haben.
And acknowledge that someone else came here before us and built something worth preserving? That's Pargroon pride for you. I call it damn fool stubbornness, since we're all friends. But now that a steady water supply is a bigger concern than cultural pride, the next problem is finding my team. They were supposed to work on the section just north of the southern guard tower. You probably passed it when you entered the Tusks.
Okay. Ja, wir sammeln mal wieder auch die Mission ein. Und später, wenn wir dann unterwegs sind, werden wir sie nach und nach abarbeiten. Und dann in einem Schub meistens oder in 2 Schüben dann komplett abgeben. Wie cool. Ein Zauberbuch. Das ist aber nice. Man scheint es jetzt Zauber nicht so gern gesehen, wenn er sich da unten damit verstecken muss.
Oh, I do hope no one sees me like this.
Die hat keine Ausrufezeichen im Kopf.
I've never seen someone so tall.
Since the days of Nandru himself, have we stood watch over the garden, as shall our descendants, and their descendants, and theirs, until the end of Eora itself.
never heard a speech full of such bluster.
It's not the content, but the interpretation that bothers me.
Ah, well, the walls of Solace have never been brought down by words alone.
I think his words and his breath combined would be a greater threat.
Wodika-Gebet. Dieses Stück Pergament enthält ein verbreitetes Gebet an Wodiak. Eidbinderin, höre unsere Stimme. Oh, ich hätte jetzt gern so ein... Ah Mann, ich muss ein Mischpult einstellen dafür. Der Pfarrer der Kirche, ne? Höre uns, auf dass wir die Wahrheit sprechen und sie in gleicher Weise annehmen mögen. Schütze uns, während wir den beschriebenen Pfad beschreiten. Beruhige unseren Geist, wenn wir schwierige Entscheidungen treffen. Zeige uns, wie wir die Knoten der Lügen und Gefühle lösen können. Um uns einen zerbrochenen Thron näher zu bringen, wo Gerechtigkeit auf jene wartet, die der Gerechtigkeit dienen.
Wodica, that all bad?
Amen.
No wonder the decor in here is so drab.
Nandru looked to Wodica for inspiration when he created the traditions and laws of Solace.
So. Gibt's hier oben noch irgendwas? Oh, warte mal. Was?
You must be the outsider I've heard so much about, yes? I am pleased to meet you.
Bolty? Is that you?
Marius? Won't the Commandant be surprised? What can I do for Solace's most fascinating guests?
Ich war eine gute Entscheidung, ihn direkt da ins Team einzubinden. Was haben wir hier erstmal? Hier haben wir nochmal. Hier haben wir eine Schatzkarte. Ah, erstmal hier. Das. Hoppla. Alles. Denke. So. Aber schon mal selber im Guten. Was haben wir hier für ein Buch? Arkaner Schleier. Erschütternde Berührung. Die Klingen und Flammenfächer. Adraban ist definitiv schon sinnvoll. Uns geht also die Kohle nämlich aus. Die Schatzkarte würde ich jetzt auch mal mitnehmen. Ist okay, dann werden wir später uns drum kümmern. Was habe ich eigentlich für ein Buch gefunden? Ach, das ist es. Was ich gerade hier, ja? 27.000, ich kriege ganz viel dafür. Schweine. Na, immerhin Tränke haben wir jetzt wieder einiges. So. Merkt man, dass ich Minecraft gespielt habe? Nur am Rumspringen.
Ready yourselves. Council's just up this way.
Of course they have an elevator.
We will talk about this later.
Wir haben die Insel des Baums im Relief dann. Okay. Ja, alles voll mit Steinen von Sven zu erwarten, ne? Und tschüss. Erstmal die Büroräume plündern. Wie man es als guter Gast so macht. La 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 la. So, ich habe das Gewehr von der Wand geklaut. Aus einem Tagebuch herausgerissene Seite. Ein vergilbtes Stück Papier, das voller Wasserflecken ist. Es ist in Kostias ausladender Schreibschrift geschrieben. Es ist bis auf wenige Zeilen unleserlich. Ich bin erledigt. Möge man mir einen Speer durchs Herz treiben. Ich kann diesen Fanatismus nicht länger ertragen. Nicht jetzt, wo alles, was uns lieb und teuer ist, zu Asche zu werden droht. Und alles nur, weil Mihala entschieden hat, dass die Worte eines toten Mannes wertvoller sind als das Leben unseres Volkes. Was muss noch passieren, damit sie begreift? Muss Trostfeste erst fallen, bevor sie die Augen aufmacht? Und so viel Uneinigkeit in der Politik? Scheint ist irgendjemand gestorben, der noch da irgendwas zu melden gehabt hat. Na, was haben wir hier? Mihalas Schlüsselloch, ja? Ich sehe nur lila.
What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
Wir haben gerade die Stahlkarotte im Horn gesehen. Ihr aller Leben ist in Gefahr.
I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the wardens do not patrol, day and night. If the steel garrote were here, we would know.
And if they are here, let them come. Solus has stood against worse threats for hundreds of years.
They destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
You've already destroyed one historical edifice. We heard of what you did to the ruins in Shalderskarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer.
Ja, aber gut, hätten wir uns fürs andere entschieden, hätten wir Massenmord betrieben. Ich habe getan, was nötig war.
Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you, hm? It sounds like you have something in mind.
Wir suchen einen Weg in den Garten.
There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy?
Ich sag das mit der Gottheit der Bessernacht. Wir haben festgestellt, dass dort die Quelle der Traumgeisel ist.
Mind how you speak of the garden in these halls, envoy.
The garden is our sacred purpose. Its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him. Perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face. I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru.
Lügen, ich bin der Reinkarnator. Wir haben ein altes Tagebuch gefunden, das von Nandru verfasst wurde. Darin heißt es, es gebe einen anderen Weg zum Garten.
Enough. I know you Outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder, there are no words. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? Would the living archives misplace such an artifact? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
Ich kann dir ins Buch geben. Ich jetzt Lügner abzustempeln. Wenn es wirklich keinen Weg hineingibt, warum sind dann die Mühen Warum sich dann die Mühe machen, ihn zu beschützen?
It has and always would be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
Meine Aufgabe steht über den Belangen Gesandter.
However noble you may believe your purpose, it is yours alone.
It's mine, too.
You have no more standing in these halls than the Envoy does, Marius. We have no obligation, and indeed no inclination to help you.
Ihr macht einen Fehler, aber ich werde eure Wünsche respektieren. Ich werde nicht aufhören, nach einem Weg in den Garten zu suchen.
I would expect nothing less from someone like yourself.
Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius? Don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the Steel Garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
And I thought Vidara was infuriating.
Ich will den Schlüssel haben, kann ich beklauen?
Still lingering, Adiren? Good.
Sag dazu jetzt nichts.
Envoy, I just wanted a word before you went on your way.
Wolltest du auf dem Weg nach draußen noch ein paar Beleidigungen reinquetschen?
No, indeed. I feel I owe you an apology. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help.
Du bist anderer Meinung als sie?
Of course. Our people starve and grow ill. And it's all because Mihala insists duty to the dead means more than the living. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath.
Du suchst dir deine Kämpfer aus.
I am. I know I can't win all of them. And I need to win the ones that matter. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me?
Deswegen sieht sie auch so runtergekommen aus.
The keep decays. and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation.
Ich bin fasziniert. Angenommen, ich kann helfen. Was gibst du mir im Gegenzug?
Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman.
Du wusstest die ganze Zeit über die Stahlgeburt Bescheid.
I lied to you. I'm sorry for that. I didn't intend to make you look like a fool. But I couldn't let Mihala know the truth. She would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths with no thought for how this situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care.
Was ist mit der Pflicht?
Forget duty. Duty cannot feed our children. Duty cannot keep us safe. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us.
Botschafter Hilgard ist ein vernünftiger Mann. Du brauchst Inquisitorin Litwins Unterstützung nicht.
It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your Sundan mind?
I understand ridding yourselves of the keep, but to help the Steel Garrote, disgusting.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Stilgarot in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people.
Da wird ich alles verkaufen. Ich bin mir sicher, dass Mihala das gerne hören würde.
She already knows what I intend. And she doesn't care. Because she doesn't believe your empire could see us as anything but rivals. After Fior, I suspect you Adirans think of the people of the Living Lands as little more than bugs to be crushed. If you think of us at all. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger.
Es würde euch alle verändern.
Yes, and that change would be an excellent one. We would be free of this keep, and able to explore, to breathe again. It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand.
Egal was du denkst, ich werde ihn finden.
You are not the first person to have said that. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too.
Der Gedanke war mir nie in den Sinn gekommen. Die Stargorod besteht aus meinen Leuten. Wenn ich Inquisitorin Ludwig sehe, ist sie tot. Tut mir leid. So was hart schon sagen? Ja, das ist außer Kontrolle.
Of course. But need she be stopped by you? Now? In any case, the Steel Garrote are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also, well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives, a monastery dedicated to preserving our history. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days, and I can't spare a warden to check on them. Oh, please, look in on them, if you can.
Right, I get it. He wants us to run his errands.
I do, Marius, because I trust you. And by extension, I trust the Envoy. Is that so outrageous? You were missed here. Whatever the front I put forward may have led you to believe.
You have a funny way of showing it.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious, Envoy.
Kennen diese Historiker vielleicht einen Weg zum Garten? Die kaiserliche Bibliothek in Adir bewahrt jahrhundertealte Geheimnisse.
It is definitely a possibility. The Living Archives contain centuries of knowledge. I wouldn't be surprised if there were clues to the garden's location in there somewhere. But I'm afraid I don't know for sure.
Ich gehe zu ihnen. Wo finde ich dieses lebende Archiv?
They are to the north of Solace Keep, along the main road. And beware, if my warden's reports are accurate, there are a considerable number of Zarips between here and there. Look for Elder Grigor at the archives. He should be able to give you a full accounting. I pray nothing terrible has happened. Thank you for this, Envoy. You are more than the villains your people are made out to be.